you can stand here, warm up. Yeah, just stretch.
Hi, I'm Laura. This is Stacey, my business partner, friend and confidant. And we're from Nottingham.
Okay, great. I started dancing at the age of 4, worked professionally, and then decided to set up my own dance school.
My experience in the dance industry was as a disco dancer when I was a teenager.
So our business is in the dancewear industry, and we brought along 4 amazing dancers to come and show off our products and hopefully wow the dragons.
Wow. Yeah, I think so.
Very impressive.
Hi, I'm Stacey.
Hi, I'm Laura.
We're the founders of Shays Dancewear. We are here today to ask for £75,000 for 10% of our business.
Shays Dancewear is an inclusive dancewear brand that allows dancers to embrace their ethnicity from the moment they step into their first dance class and retain their identity throughout their career.
As a dancer from the age of 4, I have become accustomed to being the only one in the room wearing pink tights and pink ballet shoes, which obviously didn't match my skin. As a dance teacher of 30 years, in my experience, the lack of racial representation in dance education has impacted the lives of global majority students. Now, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the term global majority, but basically it means that the majority of people on this globe are non-white. So we saw the gaps in inclusive dancewear and decided to develop our own brand to fill those gaps.
So we remortgaged our houses, and in February 23, we launched our own brand, Shades Dancewear, with 5 products in 4 shades. In our first year of trading, we have turned over £58,000 with a 53% gross profit. We are already partnered with some of the leading performing arts colleges, supplying to West End theatres, and are currently negotiating with some of the largest entertainment companies within the industry. It is our ambition to become the leading global dancewear brand that is genuine and inspiring. We would like you to join us on this journey because the more voices we hear, the louder we become. Thank you.
Inclusive dancewear that caters for a range of skin tones is the offering from Laura Grant and Stacey Green.
Thank you, dancers.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Well done.
You
Girls were brilliant.
brilliant.
The pair are asking for £75,000 in exchange for a 10% stake in their business. And the pitch has already made an impression on Peter Jones.
That was good, really good.
Thank you.
Impactful. You definitely get exactly what the business is. What really hit me, you both have gone all in, haven't you? You've gone big.
Yeah.
You've remortgaged your houses.
Yeah.
Talk
We're
to me
2
about that.
single mothers.
So really it was down to us to lean on each other and decide if we really wanted to go all in.
For me, it was a no-brainer. Shall we do it? Are you in? And
We
agreed.
knew that was the only way to do it properly.
How much did you put in each?
What was it?
Yeah, so we've put in just under 80,000 each.
Wow.
Stacey, Laura, hi.
Hi.
First of all, thanks for opening my eyes to this. Because so often we just go through life and unintentionally don't notice the discrepancies. So I mean it. Thank you for opening my eyes to this. And is there a sort of an obvious route to market? I don't really understand the landscape, so you're going to have to help me. Is there sort of a big distributor that once you connect with that distributor, job done? Yeah. Or are you going to have to work really hard about getting into each individual theatre or each individual dance school?
So the sales strategy really is, it's a mixed income model in terms of wholesaling online and in shops. There's hundreds of dance shops across the country.
And at the moment, where are you getting most success? Is it direct to the consumer or is it through wholesale?
It's a mix of both.
Yeah.
It's about 40% direct to consumer and then the rest through wholesale.
Laura, Stacey.
Hi.
So last year you made the 58,000 turnover and a 53% margin and a net profit or loss of
Minus 27.
minus 27.
27, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we've got £90,000 worth of stock.
Well, so that was going to be my next question. So I noticed, obviously, you've got the 5 SKUs in the range, but how many different sizes do you need to hold of all of those? How many different product lines do you have in total?
So in the, sorry.
Sorry, I was just going to say that one of the reasons, we were talking about filling in the gaps. There are other dance brands that have been around for many, many years that are offering inclusive dancewear, but they only do them in certain sizes. So our message is a child that is 2 years old that walks into their first dance class should be able to wear dancewear that matches their skin tone straight away. So it was important to us to make sure we got the whole range.
Which is brilliant because you're driven by purpose, not just the figures.
Yeah.
But how many different SKUs do you have?
So I couldn't tell you the number off the top of my head, but for the ballet shoes, we go from a child size 5 up to an adult size 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
And all the sizes in between?
Yeah. And then for the jazz shoes, we go from a child size 10 to an adult size 9.
Right, so it's an awful lot. And, the product range that you've got, obviously the girls that we saw come in, there was the top bits as well.
So we're just having the leotards made at the moment.
Leotards.
Yeah.
And I noticed they had 4 different leotards on.
Yeah.
So there's another few SKUs in another range of sizes. I mean, there's a reason why the fashion industry usually demands exorbitant margins. I mean, 53% margin is actually really low for fashion, but because the stock holding is so cash intensive, because each product you're holding in multiple sizes, which is why a lot of brands just hold them in certain sizes, because it's so 80-20 rule.
Yeah.
You'll make 80% of your sales from the 20% core sizes.
Okay.
So it's really hard.
Yeah.
So you're in a really, really difficult market already, but your stock holding, to be really credible, is probably going to have to at least quadruple from where you are now to get you on that right path and position.
Okay.
And that's before you start talking about buying in volume to be able to get the margins where they need to be.
Stacey and Laura.
Hi.
At the end of the day, I can understand your mission, but also I can understand this is a business, and you've got to try and differentiate the two.
Yeah.
All I'm trying to get to is you're trying to change something. At the moment, your turnover does not tell me that you're changing too much.
This change is happening with or without us. It's happening. We've seen it in the bigger brands.
Yep.
We've seen it with the awarding bodies changing to skin tone dancewear. So it is happening.
So you've mentioned that there's other brands doing this, correct?
Yeah.
And who are the brands? How big are they?
They're huge. So Block is one of the biggest dancewear brands, global dancewear brands, and then you have Capitia.
And how big are they
Dance.
turnover-wise?
Block turnover 63 million.
Stacey, Laura, I wonder here, because I completely believe that the change you're describing will happen. My concern as I think about how this plays out is that if your purpose is to be successful and you create the change that you're seeking, then all of the major suppliers of this equipment are going to offer the range.
Yeah.
And then where does that leave the profit part of your business?
Well, I think that's really why it's important to do this now, because what we are then doing is we're being the leading global dancewear supplier of inclusive dancewear.
It's interesting because in business sometimes, but in life generally, the first person over the hill takes all the arrows.
Right.
And that's kind of my worry, is that, the brand that's making the 63 million or whatever you said, they're going to sit, chill, wait. When culture changes, they pounce. So I go purpose tick, profit question mark.
Right.
And even if the business, becomes a nice earner for you guys, which I hope it does, the real benefit of this business's existence, I believe, will be the change that you cause in society. So I applaud you for that. I'm going to say that I'm out, but I wish you the very best.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'm not even going to try and say it as eloquently as Stephen because I absolutely, completely agree. This is important stuff. And I also agree it's going to be tough for you because the first people out there always are. I tell you what scares me at the moment for you. The number of SKUs, so that's the number of items you're going to have to stock. means you're going to have a lot of cash tied up in stock. 75,000 isn't going to touch the sides. So I'm really sorry, but I won't be investing. I'm out.
Laura, Stacey, I reckon you're probably going to need 5 times what you've asked for. And I'm worried that the ask today really isn't the 75,000. It's going to be a kind of repeated funding of this business until we can get it to where it needs to be, or to go out and do a bigger fundraise, and you're not profitable enough to justify the valuations that we'd need to do a fundraise at. Potentially, I'd end up either having to buy a much bigger stake in the business or getting diluted to own a much smaller stake in the business. So from an investment opportunity, I can't get the numbers to stack to make it appealing for me. So I've got to say that I'm out.
Laura and Stacey,
Hello.
what can I say? First of all, I think you've done a brilliant job.
Thank you.
I can see your mission. That is definitely second to none. However, as an investment, from what I can see, it doesn't make sense for me. So today, I can't invest them out.
Hi.
Hey.
I think it's absolutely admirable that you have, and the commitment is off the chart. I do think you're going to do okay. I don't think that you have unwittingly risked your houses. I do think that if you continue, this is early stages, if you go to next year and you build again, I think you're going to have some traction. And I then think that's the time to raise potential investment for this business at a much larger level, because you'll end up giving less equity away. You'll have traction because people love to buy things that are part of a movement as well, because it makes them feel good, and you've got that. I just think it's too early for me to invest today, so I'm going to say that I'm out. But I keep everything crossed for you, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
That's it for Laura and Stacey, as the curtain falls on their hopes for investment and they leave without a deal.
Disappointed, but proud. Yeah, very proud of what we've done, and glad that we've had the platform to share.
I think they're going to make it.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
It's brilliant seeing what
Unfortunately, they need a lot of money to make.
a lot of money.
They've put their house on the line. So
Yeah.
We always say if we can educate one more person, so I feel like we've done that.
To hear what Deborah said to us about we've opened her eyes, that we'll take that.
Hi, my name is Rajan. I'm from Nottinghamshire and I'm an eye surgeon. This product that we've created helps everyone who uses it, and actually that is almost everyone on the planet.
Rajan has recently swapped stitching for pitching.
I am new to business. I've been in medicine and surgery for the past 20 years. I hope the Dragons will like my professional background, and this product being inspired from a patient perspective, perhaps that will be key to their interest in it.
So will the eye surgeon turned entrepreneur prove to be a slick operator in the den?
Hello, Dragons. My name's Rajan Bhojwani. I'm an eye surgeon and founder of See the Tape. I'm here to ask for £35,000 for a 25% share in the company. A few years ago, I was presented with a gift from a patient who was visually impaired. She apologised for the fact that she struggled with the packaging. I was later informed by my children that the worst witch was looking for a spell to find the end of sticky tape, highlighting this as a common problem and something I wanted to fix. It wasn't until I was creating a training program about how to examine the eye that I realized that there may be a relatively simple solution to this problem. So when we examine the eye, we use special techniques to examine for fine detail, fine lines in the cornea. That's the clear window at the front. And these are best seen against the dark black background of the pupil. Now, if you think about a roll of clear sticky tape, that's similar to the human cornea, a clear curved structure, and the edge is a fine line similar to a corneal nerve. So housing the clear tape on a dark background should similarly allow you to be able to see the edge in a bit more detail. We've spent the past 4 years in design, theory, prototype production, and patent protection, and have just launched onto the market at a recommended retail price of £1.49. Thank you for listening. I welcome any questions.
Can we see the tape?
Sure.
Clear sticky tape against a dark-coloured background, making it easier to spot the end, is Rajan Bhojwani's potential eureka moment.
So if you first of all have a look at the normal tape and see if you can find the edge of the normal tape, and then just spin the cedar tape round and see how easy it is to find the cedar tape.
I can't find the end on this one.
On that, well, that's the normal tape.
Yeah.
Rajan is seeking £35,000 in return for 25% of his company.
Can I show you this? Right, so I'll let this drop in your lap. So if you just spin that round and just have a look with your eyes. You see the edge?
Yeah, it's there.
There we go.
Rajan's product appears to work. But Tuka Suleiman is well versed at identifying a business's sticking points.
Rajan.
Yes.
So how long have you been going as a company selling tape?
Well, actually, physically selling it only a few weeks.
So what have you sold so far?
Just a couple of hundred rolls.
All right, so there's a market out there.
I believe so, yeah. Yes.
Rajan,
Yes.
when I've got sellotape at home, I've got it in a sort of
Dispenser.
a dispenser,
True.
especially if I'm wrapping, which I do. To be fair, most wrapping I do would be at Christmas.
Sure.
Tara, to be blessed, does most of it. But if I end up doing some wrapping, I'll end up using the dispenser every time.
Yeah. So my question to you is, have you ever lost the end of the roll in that dispenser?
Yeah, good point.
But that will go in a sellotape dispenser.
That's what I mean.
So like for like, if you've got a roll where you're going to lose the end, maybe if you in a rush, and you can see the end, and you can purchase a roll like for like where you can't see the end.
No, it definitely works.
Yeah.
Steve just did a test with me here,
Yeah.
and it took me, how long with that?
It took him 30 seconds
Yep.
with the typical roll
Yes.
to find the edge. And
Yes.
it took him 6 seconds with that. And I, by the way, in both, with your roll, I
Yes.
really tried to hide it. So it's a 25-second saving in this test.
When you're wrapping presents, sometimes you get lucky with a normal roll tape, but I've been there for 2 minutes throwing this thing out the window. With that, and the thing about this product is if you cut it and drop it, you're going to see it within a few seconds. You cut and drop the normal roll, it could be lost for minutes, and it's frustrating.
It is interesting. It's just one of the reasons why I love sitting in this chair. I get to meet the most outrageous concepts. It's quite clever.
I genuinely don't get it. And the reason I don't get it is the people, the big people who make this,
Yes,
they could very, very easily put a colour on the inside of their
Sure.
tape. I mean, which would in a moment take your business out. But why don't they? They don't, because if I've got this on a shelf and I see what looks like a dark green tape,
sure,
I'm not looking for a dark green tape. I'm looking for a clear tape.
sure.
That's a good point.
What's your answer to that?
I think it's out of habit. We've kind of been habitualised over decades to scratch around with it and look at that. If, as soon as there's awareness there, the choice is clear.
No, but the people who make the current tape are not trying to make my life difficult. They want to sell me product.
Sure.
And to change the colour of that card
Sure.
would be the simplest thing to do.
True, but we've got a patent.
You've got a patent?
Yes.
Goodness. What have you got a patent on?
Sorry, we've got a patent for clear tape on a dark base.
Okay, I'm sorry, I've got to ask more about this patent because I can feel the staggeredness. That isn't a word, I
Missed that at the
just
beginning.
made it up.
Okay.
First thing I wrote down, patent. Wow.
Right, so exactly what have you got a patent on?
So we have a patent on mounting clear adhesive tape on a base which is black, near black, or any other colour close to black, which is within a range of light absorption values.
Is that patent granted?
I have a letter where it's going to grant this week, yes.
Can I see it?
Of course you can, yes. It's here.
Oh, the glasses are coming out. She means business.
This is the actual patent.
Thank you. You do the claims,
I'll check the
I'll do the
claims.
letter.
Patent, claims.
Anybody got a coffee or anything?
Rajan, can you answer the key question that Deborah raised a second ago? Because I really think that's a really important point, which is if I'm a retailer and I've got the option of stocking this or this,
Yes.
I would think this was black tape and I would ignore it. And I'd continue to search for the clear tape.
So that's why our campaign will be focused on TikTok videos, on social media, to try and get it out there, get the awareness out there. I mean, the idea works, the concept works. I think the real challenge now is the behaviour change. So if we get the exposure, the social media, the knowledge out there that actually you can see the edge of tape now.
Well, whatever, I'll just say whatever.
Claims. I've just got to claim one.
Is reading. The IP office actually says that it's recommended for grant.
So the intellectual property supporting this product is strong.
Thank you.
You know, that patent document is very well written.
Sure.
And the claim is really strong.
Thank you.
However, there's one thing to own a patent and it's another thing to defend it. So if you actually get any sort of traction, my prediction would be one of the big guys are going to come along and they're just going to be so aggressive with you and it's going to cost you a fortune to defend that patent. And for all I've said, it's strong, you've got that patent granted, I wouldn't go into battle defending it.
Okay.
And I've got plenty of money to go and defend it.
Sure.
So I'm really sorry, Rajan, I'm out.
Look, you've done really well to get a patent, but I'd almost prefer that you go and see if you can license this.
Okay.
Then I think that could end up being at least a chance of success, because nobody will know it better than the very people that actually are selling the majority of tape in the world. But I'm not sure you actually need me to help you to do that. But I'm going to say good luck, but it's not an investment for me today, so I'm going to say that I'm out.
Thank you.
Rajan, so Peter's advice, very, very brilliant. You know, the big people who make this look at taking it to them and saying, look, that's looked like that forever. How about you make it look like this? Now, they're very quickly either going to say no because it looks like black tape, or they're going to say Deborah Meaden was wrong. That's actually a really, really good idea. I hope they tell me that I was wrong. That would be the best option. But I think that is absolutely the next thing you do, and I beg you, please do not spend a lot of money bringing this in.
Sure.
And getting a load of stock and thinking that's how you're gonna make your millions.
No.
Look at licensing.
Thank you.
But I'm afraid I can't see the path, so I won't be investing. I'm out.
Rajan, I think you've had some great advice. You want to just get it out there to somebody, let them pay you a royalty. Every month you get a check and you'll be happy.
Hopefully.
But today you've not proven to me that this is an investable business, ongoing, and that's the reason why I'm out.
Thank you for your advice. Thank you.
Is it just me? It works. It works. I'm someone that loses the end of the tape a lot. I'm also someone that really will pay for convenience. But there's not really a business here at the moment. So as an investor, it becomes very hard to invest in this product.
Sure.
But I like a challenge.
Yeah.
And who knows? Sometimes it's the simple, tiny, protected innovation that, for whatever reason, becomes a smash hit. And I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the feeling that this might be the one that got away. And I would love to be right. And these guys would never live it down if I am. So I'm going to make you an offer.
Okay.
I can help with the marketing side of this business, which I think is really do or die.
Right.
I'm going to offer you all of the money, the 35,000 that you came for, but I want 50% of the business.
Okay. Thank you so much for your offer. Would you consider 40%?
Rajan, you've got a deal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. I mean, you've worked very hard, so let's see what we can do.
All right,
mate. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Success for Rajan,
Thank you.
who leaves the den with £35,000 and the backing of a dragon who's ideally qualified to tell the tale behind his tape.
Flabber is dusted.
I was feeling quite deflated towards the end, thinking this is probably 4 years of work which is going to fail, but that lifeline's been indescribable. It's an absolute dream come true.
Hi, I'm Andy, and this is Josh, and we've known each other since we were 11. We actually met on the first day at school.
Andy was the annoying kid that was always top of the class, probably the brightest guy in the year.
Oh, we're up. You ready?
Yeah.
If you ask someone what they think of their mobile network, they normally pull a ugly-looking face at you and take a deep breath before they tell you all the things that are wrong with it.
We're looking at improving the industry as a whole and building the most sustainable network that we can as well.
Here goes nothing. Hi Dragons, I'm Andy.
And I'm Josh.
And we're the co-founders of Honest. We're on a mission to build the world's best mobile network.
Andy and I are old school friends. We've known each other since we were 11, and in 2019, we'd both been working in telecoms. We were catching up in the pub and found ourselves ranting about how terrible our mobile networks were. So we decided we'd try and build something better. We spoke to thousands of people before we started, and it was obvious that so many people really dislike their mobile networks.
They tie you into long contracts and then put your prices up every year. Customer support makes you want to scream, and there are millions who are extremely unhappy with their mobile signal.
So at Honest, we're doing things different. Your bill goes down every month just for sticking around, and we respond to customers in seconds.
And we're about to launch our new product, SmartSIM, which gives you 4 times better signal in the UK and free roaming in 182 countries around the world.
Plus, we're on a mission to build the most sustainable mobile network possible. We're the UK's first certified B Corp mobile network, and we remove double the CO2 that we emit. So far, we have over 8,000 happy customers, and our customer satisfaction score is almost 4 times higher than some of the big networks.
We're here today to ask for £110,000 for 1% of the business. And we'd love for you to join us on our mission to transform this trillion-dollar dinosaur of an industry.
A mobile phone network looking to disrupt the market by prioritising people and planet as well as profits is the offering of Josh Myhill and Andy Aitken.
So this is the main page of the app, so it makes it super easy to manage all of your SIMs in one place, which is really great for families.
They're looking for £110,000.
If you tap into any of the SIMs, it's really easy to change any of your settings, change any of your plans, and you can see here that I've already maximised my loyalty discount up at 30%.
In exchange for 1% of their company.
And this is our impact screen. So we try really hard to be as transparent as possible with our customers in terms of the positive impact that they're having on the planet, so they can track how much carbon they're helping to remove.
Peter Jones may be the dragon most familiar with the telecoms industry, but Deborah Meaden is the den's queen of green, and all this talk of planting trees has pricked up her ears.
Guys, hi. You've identified sustainability as one of the key issues, which on a shallow level, there's a lot of organisations that can very easily, would plant a tree, carbon offset. So what is it specifically that makes you properly sustainable as opposed to exposing yourself to the accusation of greenwashing?
So firstly, we're certified B Corp, which means we're legally obliged to consider the planet in every decision that we make. We've changed our articles of association. And then secondly, we're a member of 1% for the Planet. So that means 1% of our revenue goes towards environmental causes. And then the third point is around our carbon emissions. So we are carbon negative, which means we remove double our carbon footprint as a business, which means as a customer joining Honest, you know that your phone is a force for good. It's actually helping to remove CO2 from the atmosphere.
Thank you.
Josh, Andy.
Hello. Hiya.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I don't understand. Can you just explain to me in layman's terms, how come if I move to your service versus one of the big providers, I could have 4 times better mobile phone coverage?
Okay, so that is the product we're about to launch. It's called SmartSIM. So I'll give you a kind of 101 on how telecoms works in the UK at the moment. Peter might already know. So in the UK, there's 4 big networks, 3, EE, O2 and Vodafone. They have about 80% market share in the UK. The other 20% of the market is shared between what's called virtual operators, which is what we are. So we work mostly with 3, and from them we buy data, we buy minutes, and we buy texts. When you want to talk to customer support, you talk to us, we send you the bill, we collect the cash, all of those things. So that's what the core business does.
But I would
now.
be using that other mobile phone networks.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
What we do with SmartSIM is super cool. So SmartSIM is a secondary SIM that goes in your phone. And quite a lot of the time, it does nothing. But if you lost signal on, I don't know, let's say you're with Vodafone, your SmartSIM would kick into life and it would connect you to either Vodafone or O2 or EE or 3's infrastructure. So if there's signal where you are, you'll be connected to it.
Andy, Josh.
Hi.
Really, really interesting business. My concern is just the competitive landscape here, because the competitive landscape is vicious.
So it's a super competitive market. We are competing against people with billion-dollar marketing budgets. And so...
But how do you win?
We win by having really amazing customer support and customers who love what we're doing.
Andy, Josh.
Hi, Peter.
I do have a little bit of experience in this. I've done this. I've gone on the journey. I own Generation Telecom, which was exactly the same, was a virtual network. And actually, 10 plus years ago, would you believe? I think there's no doubt that you're here for me. I understand that. But I'm just a little bit concerned about the size of where you've got to. Why are you at 8,000 customers? And to put this in perspective, so it doesn't seem, because 8,000 sounds a lot. When I started, we ended up year 2 with 46 to 50,000 subscribers.
Yeah, so we've focused less on those big sort of channel opportunities of going after huge industries and more on individuals. And, we've been pretty constrained by cash over the years. We started the business on a credit card, and we've been pretty scrappy. And we've been focused on trying to keep as close to profitable as possible or as sensible as possible.
I think you've kind of answered Pete's question there, which is, in fact, you're here for me because your key challenge in this business is customer acquisition. And I am the king of customer acquisition.
Which, of course, they both believe, but we all know that you're here for me because obviously I have the sustainability audience that's your key driver. If we're going to play that particular game, it's your turn now, Sarah.
Guys, I know what you're really interested in is me, because crafting is at the heart of this business.
And Tuka?
Well, you know that I don't get out of bed for 1% for a start.
That's the way.
I was waiting for that line.
Right. Guys, risk. So what are your risks? So we know that you rely on third-party signals and whatever. And at the moment, you're with free.
Yeah.
And for how long?
So the new contract that we will sign in the next couple of days runs for 24 months.
24 months. So at any given time, if they figure a risk, negotiations could get quite difficult.
Yes, if they wanted a way
Yeah, if
out.
they want to. Yeah.
But they want big, successful customers.
Of course, no. I'm just thinking of the risks. So that's one risk.
Yep.
So what other risks do you believe are a risk to the business?
I think, the biggest risk is continuing growth. It's really hard to grow.
Well, you need money to grow.
And you need money.
If you can't raise money, you won't grow.
Are you going to go? I can influence the whole thing, so do you want to go?
You go first.
Okay. Guys, hi.
Hi.
You've been brilliant. You have pitched really well. It's been really clear what your vision is. And I know this unequivocally better than everybody in this room. And guys, you don't have anything. You don't have anything here to invest in. You have no long-term contract, and I think that's a massive issue that you should have addressed before walking in here. You've got only 8,000 users. I think that's poor. And I haven't heard anything today that would make me or even incentivize me to want to invest. So I'm going to say that I'm out.
Okay, noted.
I will follow. I think the product seems great. I feel like you've really educated me in the market, and I'm going to walk out of here and I am going to sign up for your program.
Thank you. That'd be great.
So much.
But for me, it's just not a journey that I feel excited to go on. So I don't want to invest. So good luck with it, but I'm out.
That's all right. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to break cover. Silence is a good thing from your point of view, by the way. I'm obviously deeply passionate about businesses generally becoming more properly sustainable. And I think I have a very clear and trusted and honest voice within that community. And, listening to Peter, I can absolutely, this guy knows more than, than anyone. So it could have given me a wobble, except that I think you guys are exceptional. So, I think you'll work it out. So I'm going to make you an offer. I also recognise that more will be needed. So I'm going to offer you half of the money. And specifically because I think there's some other opportunity within Dragons that would be able to help the business. So I'm going to offer you half of the money for 1.5%. And I'll tell you why. If you do want me out there, properly representing you, it needs to be worth my while, And I think when it starts dropping below that, you just become one of my investments.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's my offer.
Thank you.
Nice. Might as well. I think you're both great. The one thing that concerns me as an investment, this is a long-term investment. 5 to 7 years. Yep.
I would have thought so.
I just think I can use my money more effectively. So I'm out.
Okay. Thank you, Suka.
Andy, Josh, one of the best things that I could think I could do for this business is help you uncover a very cost-effective, innovative way to acquire customers through exposure to a large audience, if you know what I'm saying. I run a media company, And we worked with giffgaff for 2 years, and our remit was customer acquisition. And I remember how difficult that battle was. And we discovered a couple of really innovative ways to acquire customers, but I know how difficult it is because of the competitive landscape. The best thing I genuinely think I could do is structure a deal in such a way that we give you access to really great audiences in a way that would mean that you don't have to spend so much money on customer acquisition, in the same way that Mint Mobile had access to Ryan Reynolds' audience and everything that he could bring with that. So I'm going to make you an offer, and that offer is for all of the money, for the 110K, for 3% of the business. And inbuilt into my offer will be me getting behind the business.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thanks, Stephen. Deborah, where does that leave your offer?
Well, I have only offered half of the money, so that is reliant on either you choosing Stephen or whether or not you wanted to share, but that doesn't mean Stephen will share.
We really see how much value you could both bring to the business. So, Stephen, would you be open to sharing?
In this case, because of how I've structured my offer, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Could also ask whether or not I'd like my offer would stand. You've got to get more money than you came in for.
Yes. Would your offer stand alongside Stephen's offer?
It would. We don't. We're not sharing. It's just Stephen's doing his thing.
On top of it. On top of.
We're open to that. Yeah.
Get more money than you came in for.
Thank you for your offers. We'd love to take you both on those terms. So Deborah would get 1.5% for £55,000, and Stephen would get £110,000 into the business for 3%.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Well done.
Excellent. I'm so pleased.
Deal done. Josh and Andy may have given away more of their company than they'd planned to, but they leave the den with an extra £55,000 plus 2 dragons with the exact skill sets they need to make their business a success.
Well done.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Super excited, actually. Really excited. Still a bit on edge.
Adrenaline still pumping, and yeah, still can't quite believe we left with more money than we were expecting to.
Anyone know a mobile phone giant that we could talk to about advice?
Really, really pleased with the 2 dragons that we got on board.
And at the end of the day, it gives us more horsepower to go and show the industry how to do it properly.
Hello, my name's Simon Sansom and I'm from Leicestershire. In 2014, I had a life-changing injury, and that was the inspiration for my business. I think my strength is that I'm living as a disabled person, where beforehand I was living as a fully mobile person. So I can see the world from 2 different perspectives. My weakness is I'm not a business person, and so I'm entering a world that I'm not fully aware of yet and learning as I go. To get an investment from a dragon would be fantastic. It just gives it that vindication that 8 years of all that hard work, all that research, all that savings that I've put into it has come off. Hello, Dragons. My name's Simon Sansom, and I'm the founder and CEO of Snowball Community Limited. So, in 2014, I sustained a life-changing injury. And following months in hospital and a year in recovery, me and my wife visited our favourite restaurant, this time as a full-time wheelchair user, and it was a disaster. Having paid no attention to disabled access before, we were shocked at the lack of accessibility, but also the lack of information available to customers at the time. This was the inspiration for Snowball. So what is Snowball? Think of it as an advanced version of TripAdvisor for the disabled community. Okay? It's a free app available on Apple and Android. You can create a profile, and you can add places, leave reviews, and say if you'll go back, okay, on how good or how bad the accessibility is. But it's more than that. You can now fill up your car if you need assistance, find an accessible toilet, changing places facility, restaurant, pub, hotel, tourist attractions, and much, much more. Because we use Google Maps as well, we'll even direct you to your location on where you want to go anywhere in the world. On top of all this, we're launching a National Disability Access Rating System. A Snowball assessor will come and visit your business and assess on how good or how bad your business is for disabled access. Okay? And we'll issue a rating for it as well. We have recently won the Santander UK National Award for the best startup business. We are also in talks with HSBC and Google. 1 in 5 people, I'm sure you're aware, have a disability in the UK. And according to the Purple Pound, it's worth £274 billion to the UK economy. I believe technology can improve people's lives, and I believe this app does just this. So I'm asking for £80,000 for 15% of Snowball. Can I show you how it works?
Please.
Yeah, thank you.
A free-to-download smartphone app which provides its users with information about the accessibility of businesses and services is the offering from Simon Sansom.
So that's the app. You download it and you type in where you want to go, whether it's London, Leicester, Manchester, wherever, and then you select which category you want. For example, if we just choose a disabled car parking bay.
Simon is seeking £80,000.
And then it brings up the roadside car parking bays in Manchester. And if you click on this, go off the app and then connect to Maps, and then you can see it's a 10-minute drive and it'll direct you there.
In return for a 15% share in his company.
And that works for any other restaurant, pub, tourist attraction, anywhere in the UK or anywhere in the world.
Sarah Davies is first to explore the proposition.
Excellent. So, I've got a good few questions for you, Simon.
I'm sure you have.
First one,
Yes.
why Snowball?
There's a number of reasons for that. One, it doesn't mean anything. You know, when you talk about Facebook or you talk about Amazon, it doesn't mean anything. But also, because we're introducing the rating system as well, you can go to a business and say, does your business have a Snowball rating? Okay? Because you can't go to it and go, has it got a McDonald's rating or has it got, it doesn't work. But if you've got a Snowball rating, people will hopefully recognise what it is. It's a brand. So we're trying to build a brand.
Now, that takes me quite nicely onto my next question, which was when and how are you going to make money?
So the Snowball scheme is obviously a membership scheme, and we will go out and do an assessment of that business. And therefore we charge £250, and therefore that generates income. And what we want to do eventually is move into a little bit like TripAdvisor, where you can go and book a hotel knowing that there's a link on there, so you know it's got an accessible hotel, it's got an accessible room, and you click on that link, it takes you to that, and you can automatically book a room which is accessible. So once we get all the companies on board, hopefully, we can put links on there which direct them to an accessible room or, cinema tickets, theatre tickets, whatever it might be.
Simon.
Yes, Stephen.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And well done.
Cheers.
What's your personal dream for this business?
I'd love it to go global. That would be fantastic.
And what's your strategy then for marketing? Because obviously this is a business that's contingent on network effects, as you say.
Yeah.
London on this app as a consumer experience is only valuable if there's other people in London using it. So in terms of how you're going to make this reach those large-scale sort of network effects, what's the strategy?
Get a dragon.
Okay, get a...
Great strategy, Simon. Brilliant strategy.
Simon.
Peter.
It's interesting. I always love a business when it does what it says on the tin, and I was thinking, what on earth is Snowball?
Yeah.
And I was hoping your answer to Stephen then about what's the effect, how are you going to do this? I thought maybe you'd say it's going to snowball.
Yeah, there is a snowball effect. Yeah.
Because it can, can't it?
It can very much so, yes.
So you said that you're having conversations with Google.
We are.
What type of conversations are those now?
They're building a 10-storey building and they want Snowball in there to make sure that building is fully accessible, because this does set a basic standard for every business to provide disabled access for their customers.
And what could, if we go one step further, what could a strategic deal with Google look like?
That I don't know, because I'm not from a business world, so I'm not 100% sure on that.
It'd look like Waze, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what Waze is. I do apologise.
So basically, it's a traffic app for it's like sort of maps.
Okay.
You type in a destination, press go, but the key part about it is because it's getting user feedback and interaction.
Oh, from traffic users who are stuck in
it
traffic.
tells you when there are traffic jams further ahead in advance. It tells you also where there are issues, and it then reroutes you to faster routes.
Exactly the same thing. Yeah. So again, you look at a location, it will direct you there, and if it's not suitable, it can direct you somewhere else.
If you can persuade Google to incorporate snowball against their algorithm, you could find yourself with every location on maps, either with a snowball tick or without. And obviously, initially, it will be without. But then you could do a click to review and update.
Yeah.
Because that would ultimately mean that you could have several million people paying you £100 a year, £99 a year for membership of Snowball for accessibility.
Yeah.
I think that for me is where I think the opportunity is here.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing is I work with Google.
Okay, brilliant.
I think I could help very specifically working alongside and helping you within the Google empire.
Okay.
To find Snowball's place.
Okay.
And that's why I'm going to make you an offer.
Brilliant. Thank you.
You've asked for £80,000 for 15%. I'm going to offer you all of the money for 25%.
Okay, thank you.
However, I'm also willing to share that with one or all of my fellow dragons. Because there's elements of where each and every one of the dragons plays a part in this. But I'll also very happily go on my own 80,000 for 25%.
Okay. Wow. Okay, thank you.
Simon, I would like to add to what Peter said. I think this could be huge.
Okay.
And I think you've done the right thing coming here, because I think Dragon's Den provides a variety of skill sets and contacts that we all have that really could allow us to divide and conquer in a really interesting way.
Sorry, do you mind if I just I'm just getting a bit overwhelmed. Do you mind if I just get a glass of water?
100%.
I don't want to... Sorry.
100%. 100%.
The offers are nice. It's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. 8 years is a long time.
I can feel it, mate. It's difficult to do what you've done here. It's difficult to build some technology. It's difficult to get the network effects going.
Yeah.
It's difficult to conceive and design all of this. I even love the brand name, and I always hate brand names in here. So I'd absolutely love to be involved, and I'd love to support you in any way that I can. So I'm going to make you an offer, which is I'll give you all of the money, the 80,000, for the 25% of the business.
Okay.
But I'm also willing to partner with a dragon or dragons to support this.
Okay. Thank you very much, Stephen. Appreciate it.
Simon,
Suka.
what I can bring to the party is on the retail front.
Yeah.
So I can get you in front of the right people.
Thank you.
So I too would offer you all of the money.
Yeah.
That's £80,000.
Yeah.
But I'd also want 25%. But I'm also willing to share with my fellow dragons.
Thank you very much, Tuka. That's very kind of you.
Simon.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed sitting here, so I can't even imagine how you must be feeling.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm just getting a bit... Oh. So I know this hasn't got anything to do with this. My mum died a couple of months ago. She loved Snowball, and she used to go camping with my stepdad. And they used to leave reviews on campsites and pubs, and she'll go, oh, Mum, you know, my son's doing this. And she would have loved this, so I do apologise, sorry.
I'm sure she'd be immensely proud.
For sure.
She is, very much so, yes.
But
Yeah.
Simon, it's testament to what you've built over the last 8 years.
Yeah.
And I believe that you are the right person to front this.
Thank you.
You absolutely embody everything this business is about.
Thank you.
So I am prepared to offer whatever split comes about
Yeah.
in equal partnership.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Simon, so my sister's a wheelchair user, and it won't surprise you to know, obviously, this is something that I care pretty deeply about, having had absolute first-hand experience and being blinking frustrated with what Emma has to face all day, every day. So, surprise, surprise. What would surprise you if I said I'm out now, wouldn't it? Now, that would surprise you.
That would really surprise me, yes.
OK, well, I'm not going to. So, Simon, I'm going to make you an offer, and I'd love to be all in on my own, absolutely, £80,000 for 25%, or I would love to share it with the fellow dragons as well.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I was doing Google searches on you, all of you, last night, and okay, and you all bring specialist expertise to it. I would love to accept all your offers for 25% for the 5 of you.
Yes?
Business!
Oh, thank you so much.
Success for Simon,
Amazing job.
Thank you so
who's managed to turn his life-changing injury
much. Stephen, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
into a life-transforming opportunity.
Thank you. Take care.
The fledgling entrepreneur leaves the den with £80,000, having secured a rare, clean sweep of dragons.
Oh, God. Can't believe that just happened.
You know what? I think that now has a much bigger chance of success with all 5 of us.
No, good
Network
idea, good
effect.
suggestion.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
It was perfect, Peter.
I'm just elated at the moment. I've got 5 fantastic dragons with great connections, and this could turn it into a huge app to help millions of people.
That's it for this series.
Gosh, I feel a bit choked up.
Dragon's Den will return. But for now, let's take a look back at some of the most memorable moments from this year.
You all right?
Forget the Copacabana. This is the ultimate Copacabana, a cock-free zone where all the ladies can relax.
Did you actually just say those words, Katrina?
I will give you all of the money as long as I get my money back within 3 months and keep the 3%.
Okay.
Great.
Yes, I do. Why is everyone making that face? I'm a bit nervous.
You are actually individually the definition of human beauty.
Gross profit. I'm sorry, I haven't got that.
Gosh, it was all going so well.
Do you know if it gets recycled?
Yeah, 100%.
1 billion plastic food trays end up in landfill.
Get him, ladies.
So yes, you put it in the bin. You put it in the right bin as far as you know.
Tell him.
But
But
the
what
thing is-
happens at the end of it?
Mine goes into a recycling centre in Maidenhead and is recycled.
You've been there yourself, I
He
believe.
owns it.
Yeah?
So I'm going to give you the 90,000 because I believe in the 2 of you and you deserve that somebody takes a chance on you.
He's name dropped so many names now. I'm name dropping nobody.
He doesn't know anybody.
I've got 50 years experience.
Alex,
Yeah.
stressful, isn't it? I must be mad.
You're not. You're not. You can bank on a geezer like me.
What would you be offering for the 4%?
100,000 between the 3 of us.
No, we already had 5.
This is the messiest set of negotiations I think I've ever heard.
My concern is your reliance on online.
Trinia, it doesn't look like you agree with that.
You always come up with this thing of like the end of D2C. And I just take umbrage because I think there is power in D2C.
Let me tell you that I successfully sold for more than 200 million.
Francisco, I'd like to make you an offer. I'll offer you all of the money you're about to ask me for the percentage that you want.
I can't imagine putting my house on the sale to fulfil my dream. That's so brave of you. But maybe there's a world where you ain't got to do that, you know? I've got to give you a little cuddle. I'm feeling a bit emotional now because you're up here, mate. You're struggling, aren't you, a little bit? You're all right, mate. You're doing brilliant, mate. You're doing great. It's emotional, man, but listen, you're doing great. Have a breather. Because I love it.
Does that mean we've got a deal?
So in that case, we got a deal.
Are you looking for investment for your business?
I told you you came for me.
Whether it's a startup or a going concern,
I know we put you through all of that, but I decided within about 5 minutes that I wanted to make an offer.
if you think you've got the smarts, ideas and acumen to strike a deal with the Dragons,
Done.
Oh, amazing.
then head to bbc.co.uk/dragonsden and apply.
Isn't that the biggest investment ever on Dragon's Den?
Yeah, biggest deal in the den, 500,000.